Just on the red for focusing on the praise.
Might as well just get things going. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first ever reaction stream of E3 2019. Holy god, have I been looking forward to this moment. Ever since E3, the start of E3 dropped at around this previous Sunday. I've been busy trying to house to my older brother's house while he was away on holiday. So now that I'm back, got everything back to where it was, I'm now ready to take on this very endeavor. And to kick things off, I'm gonna react to some EA press conference today. Oh boy. All right. Now with that being said, got a whole lot of honestly, right off the bat, not expecting much when it comes to EA's press conferences, because as of late they got a really grisly track record when it comes to broken promises and broken dreams. So anyways, let's see this time around they've got something in store for us. So we've got everything set up prior to starting the stream. So and right now I'm on IGN's YouTube channel, so in case I miss something from GameSpot's YouTube channel, because GameSpot does have, based on my experience, they do have a history of not really covering E3 to its fullest extent, so might as well just get things out of the way. And first thing, right off the bat, went up to the place where E3 actually starts. So, but the opening screenshot, probably not a good start, because right off the bat they've got a really big red flag here, and that is showing the schedule. And the fact that it starts from 9:30 a.m. and ends at midday, so that's basically around 2 hours 30 minutes. They're only covering 6 games, and not much after that. And with that, that's quite tragic and a massive red flag. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right back into it. Just so you know that this is my first reaction video that I've ever made on this channel. So please forgive me if there's any reaction rules that I might break. I'm new to this. Hope you guys forgive me, and let's get on with it. Everything sorted out. Full screen. There we go. Alright, what have you got for us, EA?
Guys, okay, yeah, you're doing, we all gotta move. We gotta move. The fans are lined up. The doors are almost open. This is EA Play. What's up, everybody?
I'm Greg Miller is heading
the
the
place.
place.
Things a
Oh,
little bit
God.
differently this year. Instead of one giant show, you are getting deep dives into all the games you love every half hour. Now, you can watch them all. You can tune in for your favorite games. You can turn it off right now, but I wouldn't suggest it. Because, of course, today we're looking at Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Apex Legends, Battlefield 5, FIFA 20, Madden 20, and The Sims. That's 6 shows, people, and we still got to get this stage ready and run through all the content we're revealing. So get excited, because we've got more gameplay than ever. Tell them, Golden Boy!
I'll be bringing you Apex
Oh my God,
Legends Season 2 reveals,
rest his
including
soul,
a new
Greg
weapon,
Miller.
a new battle
Holy
pass,
God.
and we're revealing a new legend live on stage.
Great. Adam Rank, quickly, what does Madden 20 have for us?
Gameplay, Greg.
Okay, I meant quick, but not that quick.
Okay, well, we've got an exclusive first look at gameplay.
And
We've
of
got
course,
a
the
deep
cringe is
dive
coming
into X-Factor
right.
abilities, face of the franchise. We got Patrick Mahomes
Real
throwing
hard,
sidearm. We got
real
some Deadeye
fast.
thing. We got Ray.
Too long. Now Freeman, Hardy, Battlefield 5. News?
We've got loads of it. brand new maps, and of course some new updates to reveal too.
And even more surprises at the end when we reveal
No spoilers. In Freeman, you might want to touch yourself up too. Golden Boy, we're back to you. FIFA 20, talk to me.
FIFA dropped their reveal trailer this morning announcing Volta Football. Later today, I'll have all the new details on FIFA 20, and some very special guests will give you even more info on Volta.
That's good. Also, you should call your mom more often. I mean, it has nothing to do with FIFA 20, but it's just good advice for you and everyone watching. Okay, now, Julia, you're also hosting The Sims. Tell me what you've got in 3 words.
Brand new pack reveal.
That's 4 words. Now, win me back by telling me what you have in store for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Why are you asking me? It's your show.
Right, we have 15 minutes of exclusive, never-before-seen gameplay, and I am so excited to sit down with Vince, Stig, find out all about this Star Wars game. But ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We are mere minutes away. Folks, this is your last chance. Grab that drink, grab a snack, adjust your chair to the perfect degree you want, because EA Play starts soon. All right, guys, this is it. They can be organized better. You're doing a great job, Broom.
Oh god. Oh, Greg Miller, you can be so... You're much better than this. Let's just get that out of the way. You're much better than this. You can... There's nothing I can say about this, about him being in this presentation, to be honest. Got no words for him. All I can say is rest his soul. Rest his soul for doing this. Because I feel so sorry for him. He should be moving on to better things, but right now, God, may the heavens rest his soul. And so far, that's just an introduction. Alright, now, first off, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Pretty good starter. Pretty solid starter, actually. And then, unfortunately, that's the only solid game we have that EA has in store for us, because Apex Legends don't really care. Battlefield 5 don't really care. No one's bought it. For sure, no one's bought it. FIFA 20. What can I say about FIFA 20? Nothing but the most baller of players are gonna buy that game. Madden NFL 20, honestly, haven't had much knowledge on the Madden franchise and how it's going. And Sims 4, okay, I kind of have mixed feelings about Mix 4, because I do know that I do have one of my friends working as a developer for the Sims franchise, so looking forward to what EA has got for Sims 4, kinda. But other than that, so in summary, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Sims 4 are the only games I'm looking forward to. So let's get right into this. Might skip over the timer.
Maps to show off, plus some surprises. FIFA 20 has a brand new way to play, plus a bunch of game updates you've been shouting for. Madden 20's got gameplay packed deep dives into all new features, including those awesome new X Factor abilities. And The Sims is unveiling a never-before-seen pack, along with a few new surprises. And, of course, in just a few moments, I'll be kicking things off with the latest on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, including 15 minutes
go? Hope
of
you're all is well,
premiere,
man. No, it's all good.
never-before-seen first-look exclusive gameplay.
Finally back
so
at home,
get ready, because EA Play starts now.
And just in time for me reacting to EA's press conference, man. Okay, what have you got for me?
What's up, EA Play? How are you, Los Angeles? Come on, Hollywood, that's what I like to hear. What's up, my fellow Jedi? I'm Greg Miller, and today we're talking Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We've been waiting you know what? We're talking about Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh,
We've
come
been waiting
on,
so
Greg.
long
You're
for
better than
details on
that.
this game. I can't believe it. Can you believe it, LA? And we're finally here to help us get things started, we've got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stig Asmussen. Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig, come on!
Okay. Really applaud Vince Zampella and Respawn, as well as Respawn Entertainment because of their valiant efforts through Titanfall franchise as well as Apex Legends. Really admirable effort that they have.
Please keep it
have
going.
got
They're
going on
making a
at
Star
Respawn.
Wars game.
All right,
Guys.
surprise me.
Welcome to EA Play.
Thank you. What a great welcome.
How are you feeling right now? No pressure. You're just about to announce maybe one of the biggest, if not the biggest, games of your lives.
I'm gonna let Stig answer this one.
You're supposed to answer this one.
Off script.
So
Oh
awesome.
yeah, we're totally off script.
It's
They
so-
gave me cards. That was the dumb
officially off
idea.
script.
Nobody cares.
It's so awesome to be here. I mean, it's EA Play, it's E3, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
Yeah, this is something that Stig and I have been envisioning for years, to see it come to life and be able to show you guys
need to-
15 minutes of gameplay today.
Maybe I need to bring
Uncut.
my webcam.
All right. So
all the way
everybody's
up to
anxious
the
to
other
see what this 15 minutes
side.
is going to be.
Yeah.
For somebody watching right now who's just a FIFA fan, they don't know anything. What is happening? What is this game all about, Vince?
This is a single-player action-adventure game set post. Oh yeah. Oh.
They're not dead, everybody!
Set post Order 66 after the events in Episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's, this takes place maybe about 3 hours into the game.
Okay.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly Padawan anymore, but he's not a full Jedi yet.
Sure.
Like Vince said, this is unedited. We had one of our star players, Blair, over there.
That's it right there!
This is an expert playthrough.
Okay.
So we're going to see some really cool
Alright.
stuff.
He practiced a few times. 2 or 3, Blair? 2 or 3? Yeah.
2 or 3 dozen.
It takes place on Kashyyyk, which
Okay.
is the Wookiee planet.
Of course.
And Cal's on a mission to restart the Jedi Order, and it takes him here to Kashyyyk. And the Wookiees have been enslaved by the Empire, who's basically siphoning the planet for all its resources to build up the
So if I,
Imperial War machine.
if
Got
I
it.
heard it
All right,
correctly,
so
it
I brought
takes
up my
place
phone, not to be
between
rude, of course. It wouldn't be Greg Miller if I didn't look at the Twitch chat.
so
And yeah,
episodes
they
3 and
are
4?
all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough. We're not going to drone.
Let's do it.
Vince,
Well, let's roll.
would you like to kick it off?
Let's go!
Okay. Alright, come on. Surprise me, Respawn. Don't let us down. You've got Titanfall 2, you got Apex Legends, and don't drop the momentum this... Don't drop the momentum now. Okay, so that's the main menu, I think. Pretty minimalistic, but I like it. Okay, here we go. Now for game footage. So basically, this is subject to change. Okay, so far pretty solid graphics engine. Okay, force powers and double jumping, side wall running, as well as climbing.
Imperial sap refinery lies dead ahead.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Nothing good. They refine the sap into a powerful compound, and they're rushing to expand production.
And of course, the Empire
We have to stop them.
That's the
ruining
plan. They know
Wookiees.
they're in game, but they spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Here you go, bud.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. We use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
Watch yourself in there.
You hear that? Said he needs my help. Come on, buddy.
Right near. Okay. So cool. It seems to be that you are accessing the menu in real time, so. Don't know how that's going to serve any practicality in terms of accessing the menu in combat, so. Using the lightsaber for illumination. Pretty neat idea. If not original. Kashyyyk Pure Refinery. Alright, what do you got in terms of combat? Okay, so there. Don't know if you. Don't know if you can only use force powers in select set pieces rather than just use it on every bit of the environment. And of course, stormtroopers, of course, can aim. Of course, they can't aim for shit.
I'm gonna need to get through here.
Okay.
Attention all units. We've got contact with troops stationed at cargo pad 119 Gap. Keep to your posts and stay alert.
Alright, so far this is just like secure gameplays. Basically, there's a stamina bar and a health bar for each enemy. So not really Dark Souls per se, but more secure. Also, you can say that. Not even a huge Star Wars fan myself, but I'm keen for this game. Yeah. People have ample reason to look forward to this game because it's from Respawn, and they have a pretty decent track record when it comes to their portfolio.
Think you can help me, BD?
Okay, so you got healing pack, got first aid kits by the looks of it. Still can't get over how little damage this guy is taking. Like, I know that this is in.
You sure you want to plug into this thing?
Okay, pretty solid destruction.
Shortcut. That's why you wanted to get this thing.
Pretty solid destruction.
No idea that was there, did you? You just wanted to turn
From
that
physics
camera
there. And again, stormtroopers still stupid as hell. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Got anything else to show us? You got
Patrol the base. Got another breach down here. Some kind of webbing. Hey, who's that?
not visceral enough for my taste, to be honest. Oh, so we got parries now. Alright. I can roll with parries, that's for damn sure. Go full on Metal Gear Rising on this game. Wonder if this game allows difficulty levels. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Got another platforming section. Alright, good old codex entry.
I just heard from the captain. They're coming.
How did those stormtroopers not see him
What was that?
when he was running across that wall?
Reporting a live cutter near the cell block. Immediate aid requested. It's breaking through and destroying everything.
Well, if only stormtroopers can learn their lesson every once in a while. You see a target, you shoot at him, it didn't work, suggest another strategy, not shoot at him again. But that's just me.
The Jedi will be here any minute. And our reinforcements in retreat. Good. Sir, the fewer distractions, the better. Jedi incoming! You cannot escape! All Jedi will perish!
One little sucker. I think it would still offer difficulty levels as Battlefront 2 does. Yeah, let's hope so.
Need to slice this. No guards.
Not bad so far.
Hey, we're here to free you. You're not alone.
Visitation is not permitted.
Okay, not a bad first demo. Respawn.
Games play best.
Not bad at all.
What do we think? What do we think, EA Play? Yes, that's what I wanted, the little boy. Guys, congratulations. That looks pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I have a million questions, and I know we're short on time as always. I want to point out, though, in the Twitch chat, Gwyn96 says, that's frickin' cool. But he didn't use frickin'. How does it feel to, I think, deliver, right? Like, you guys liked it, right? I think I was looking at the Twitch chat. There's a lot of people who liked it. Like, what does that feel like to finally show this game?
Oh, it's great. I mean, being involved with this team, you know, Stig and his team have done an amazing job. They've put so much of themselves into this game. To be able to be involved in something like this is just, you know, dream come true.
Yeah.
Agreed. Huge shout out to the team.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Thanks,
worked
guys.
Everybody who busted their butts on the demo, but also the whole game. The whole game is coming together right now. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that Star Wars fans understand that we're really doing our best to try to honor the brand.
I mean, I think from, go ahead, clap now. I'm going to stop you. Whatever you want to clap for him, you clap for him. I think that's pretty evident from it. And I liked when we introed, you guys were talking about the fact that this is a skilled person playing it, right? We all see it and we think it looks awesome. What are we missing by not having our hands on the controllers? Like, what do lightsabers feel like?
I mean, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Like what?
Because it looks like it's got weight to it and throwing it and catching it, right? Like, that's the impact I think I want from it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's really satisfying. I mean, the game itself, it's thoughtful combat, as Stig likes to call it. It's what you saw was a really good player.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll
right
have
over
to
there
work up
again.
to
He'll
that
give out
stuff.
autographs after this panel.
So you can block, parry, deflect. Like
Yeah.
we want the combat to feel really good for people to go in and be able to like be part of that and size up the enemies when things feel right. It feels really good.
So basically
Yeah,
a dumbed down,
also,
secure.
It's about the enemy arrangements as well, like what enemies we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools to take them down.
Basically a dumbed down,
but
secure.
it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force as well.
Shatters
Sure,
that
well,
twice.
that's part of this. You were talking to me last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat. And the
Let's
idea
just
that
hope
when I watched the demo
EA
initially,
doesn't
my thought
screw
was,
over
oh, these are
Respawn's
canned
progress the
animations,
same
right?
way they
I'm
screwed
doing a
themselves
force grab
over
and stabbing the guy, and that's all I hit
when it
R1
came
and
to
that happened.
Battlefront
That's
2.
not that way.
No, it's all freeform.
So like you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different playthroughs.
Absolutely, and actually the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You could sit as bystander and just kind of watch that fight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that. And it's not any fun either. It's fun to watch sometimes, but it's a lot more fun to play.
You talk about the skill points. Are those going into the force abilities?
Yeah, so we're going to have the classic abilities. We're going to have push, pull. We've got what we call force flip, which is essentially double jump, which is nice because that's something that makes sense in Star Wars, a Jedi actually doing a double jump. But we have one unique expression of the Force that you saw in there, which is slow, which is a little bit of the glue between force, push, and pull.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I think I thought you couldn't top my favorite moment in the demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the stormtrooper, force pull the stormtrooper, stab him, but when you force pulled the stormtrooper and walked him into one bolt, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Imagine having
That's
force
one of my
armor.
I think the
though.
first time I saw that, I freaked out.
Like
you actually said it
being-
better be in the demo.
Like for example, be engulfed in the force
Well,
and
you did it. You delivered.
and withstand
Tell
blows
me about
without
the
hurting
enemies
yourself.
we are seeing there, right? Because that's one of those things I feel like we're talking a lot about seeing things a lot about is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't
You're
shown.
saying that isn't the entire game?
That is not.
It's wow.
No,
I'm surprised.
no.
But we got our classic stormtroopers. We've got the scout troopers who you saw equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers whose task is to basically hunt Jedi.
Yeah.
Soften them up before the Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here, right? Like this bad.
That's the
MF
purge
version.
trooper.
That's
yeah.
the-
Yeah, exactly. Like so
New that the team created.
in.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding to the Star Wars lore. Why
How
we're pointing
great
at one
is
guy?
that?
Did he create it? Just that one man did?
Yeah.
It was a team effort. You led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody, greet you.
Let's just
Jordan.
hope they can get a lot more variety than just you playing
So we're going through
those
and
kinds
you
of
have
troopers. Like
your
have some
stormtroopers, you have your fire troopers,
some
you
unique
have,
characters
one of my
within
favorite droids
each
of all time coming back.
The KX.
And then
each
making you
type
fight him?
of enemy.
Yeah.
Why would
You
you,
know
do
what I
that?
mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do.
No.
Trust me, you do.
I do?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Well, then, talk about the other star of this 15-minute demo, right? The new droid, BD1.
There he is right there.
No, BD1. BD1's in the audience, ladies and
BD1.
gentlemen. Thank you, BD1. He's adorable, as I'm sure you know. I immediately want him as a backpack, so just a heads up if you're talking to anybody in the licensing department.
All right.
People
what does
love
he do in
BD1
the
the same
game,
way
right?
we love Wally.
Excuse me, we're hosting a panel. You can keep it down over there. What are the traits? What are we using as?
That BD1's gonna
Just
fall in love with
flair?
the
Am I
Eve-like
using him for
droid
different
later
things?
down the
Like
line.
story-wise, he's Cal's companion. He's
Yeah.
an explorer droid, which is perfect because Cal's on this mission
Sure.
for survival that's taken him to all these savage planets. BD sounds for Buddy Droid 1, which is
That's Respawn. That's
Yeah, I
Respawn.
mean,
I don't think I didn't notice the wall running either. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, Respawn
yeah.
made this game. Yeah, okay.
definitely inspired by BT,
Yeah.
but the name ended up sticking.
Yeah.
So one of the cool factoids is his voice is authored by the legendary Ben Burt,
Oh, nice.
who did all the main sound designer in the original trilogy and
Yeah.
beyond. But he can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
So I'm just
A
scanning some
Rorschach.
stuff there.
Yep. Scan
Opening
the
doors.
environment for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is
Yep.
that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever
Is there,
they
like, a
want,
cooldown on it?
whenever they want, BD will eject a stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you
Okay.
can find more over the course of the game, and you're actually in that moment you're defenseless, so you got to choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay. We've seen the gameplay. Without spoiling stuff for me, what's going on in the story? Like, obviously, Cal, yeah, I thought he was going to be way weaker as a Jedi. You know, just tell me the whole story. What A to B, Stig, how's it go? What's the ending?
Well, the
Actually, you know what? Stop. Full stop. I can't believe I've gone this long in the panel without asking. Is Watto in this game?
sorry, I can't say.
But that's not a no! Hashtag Watto 2019. I'll be retweeting them all after this panel. Thank you very much. But what's going on in the story outside of Watto should be in it?
Well, you know, story's a really big deal to us. We created this with Lucasfilm. We got to keep a really tight lip on it. So I
Nice.
can't. I don't really
Great
want to
panel.
go
It's
into
over.
too
Everybody
far.
go home.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, the
We
story's
gotta save
good.
it.
Okay. I know one of the things a lot of people had been asking, right? I'd put up stuff on Instagram saying, hey, give me questions. Community wanted to know, this is Star Wars canon, right? You said-
Totally canon.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay.
This is a real. Cal's a real character.
Yeah.
You saw Guerrera in there. He's you know, obviously part of the Star Wars universe. Seer, Cal's mentor.
Yeah.
They're all gonna live in other places.
Okay, that's great. Vince, how's that feel? No pressure.
It feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You act like it's so nonchalant. You're making a Star Wars game. It's canon.
Yeah, it's not nonchalant at all. It's amazing. Like I said, I'm just like shocked to be up here. I'm like.
I know, it's a big
Yeah.
deal to work with me, but it's okay. We'll be all right.
We've been talking about this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
The other big community question I've seen a lot is, it's a Star Wars game, and Star Wars games in the past have allowed us to go light or dark. Is that a choice here?
No,
Okay, well. Why not?
because. No, I think it goes back to the fact that Cal's authentic,
Yeah.
and he has to fill a certain role so we can be used in other places.
Yeah, this is a Jedi story.
Well, that's the thing I appreciate the most, that you guys are coming in and telling a story, right? Like, I think that's why so many of us are excited for it, is the idea that this is a Star Wars story, that you guys have something to tell, something to say.
I just pray to God that there are
And a
no
lot of walls to run on.
microtransactions. That's for damn sure.
Vince and Stick, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
I mean, just thanks for the support. The energy here is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We're
Fantastic.
Greg's showing us
Thanks
some
for
stuff
coming out.
online. Like, everyone's reaction is fantastic.
Amazing, amazing moment.
The team, badass. Thank you guys.
Yeah, go team.
All your hard work. Now we just have to finish. Can't wait to bring it to you guys. There's so much more that you haven't seen yet. I can't wait to show you.
Believe it or not, there's so much more. There is more at the Microsoft conference tomorrow.
That's right.
Vince, Steak, thank you so much for coming out. November
Thank you.
15th. Can't come soon enough.
Okay.
For those of you here at EA Play, the Respawn team has brought even more gameplay for you to check out over in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Theater. And for those of you at home,
Extended.
I was about to do a bit. For those of you at home, you will stay tuned for Apex Legends.
Yeah!
This is the show you're looking for.
Okay. Let's just
Thank
hope
you
that...
for the yeah. I was like, that's the corniest joke I put in this thing. No one's gonna laugh. Hey, everybody, I'm Greg Miller. Thanks everybody for watching. We got more EA Play for you now.
Okay, let's hope that Apex Legends wins me over this time. Because to be honest, the Apex Legends never really piqued my interest. Ever since launch, so.
How hyped are we for Star Wars? Let's hear it!
Okay, in regards to the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, pretty solid demo that Respawn put out for the first gameplay premiere. So, first off, the gameplay is upon first impressions not bad actually. So, in regards there, it's more of a dumbed down kind of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice kind of game. It's not really in the vein of Dark Souls per se, because there's a lot of parrying that is to be involved. There's no shields that you can rely on. There's no simplistic mechanics that you need to take advantage of like 90% of the time. Well, there are 4 skills, but I think for the first gameplay reveal, gives a pretty solid impression that there will be more down the line. So, yeah. In regards to the presentation itself, it doesn't really answer all of the questions that I have in mind. Like, first, one of the biggest concerns that I have is that whether or not EA is going to come in and not screw this game over, just like they did with their own game, that is Battlefront 2. But still, the game's still early in development. See how things go. So overall impressions, pretty solid start, I must say. And now we're going to move over to Apex Legends, a game that I don't have much enthusiasm for, but I could be wrong. They could surprise me. They can surprise me. Alright, Respawn, what have you got for us now? Damn it.
Let's go. Everything dies.
Looking for me? Surprise.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to EA Play 2019, and I'm so excited to talk about Apex Legends here at EA Play. I'm professional esports commentator Alex Goldenboy Mendez. Now, everyone at Respawn has been working diligently at making Apex Legends the best Battle Royale game out there. We've got some big updates. That's right. I like that. Like that, baby. Bring that energy. We got some exciting details to share on Apex Legends Season 2, including a brand new weapon, a new mode, in improvise, you hear me? I'm improvising. An improved battle pass, a reveal of the 10th legend coming to the arena, and so much more. So let's jump out of this dropship, dive right into the hot zone. Take it away, Jay.
Thanks, Golden Boy.
Okay.
I'm Respawn's community manager, Jay Frechette, and as you can see, we've brought Kings Canyon to life right here at EA Play. We've even got all 9 current legends here to help me bring you some of the Season 2 updates that you've been clamoring for. We're going to introduce you to our newest legend after the show, but for those of you at home, don't miss your chance to jump into our Legendary Hunt event. Check it out.
Okay.
The hunt is upon us. Prepare yourself.
The Legendary Hunt has begun. Legends can compete to enter an all-new Apex Elite queue, complete challenges for exclusive cosmetics,
I could do this all day.
earn XP and Battle Pass boosts, and find all-new exclusive skins in the in-game store.
Only the strong will win and slaughter.
For a limited time, legends who place in the top 5 of any match will earn the right to join the Apex Elite queue.
I need some help over here.
Solid copy. There, they will have the opportunity to test their skills. Need some ammo against the most talented legends in the game.
One more. A legend's true test is from within.
Additionally, legends can complete legendary hunt challenges to earn rewards, like the epic Master of the Hunt Bloodhound, the Wolfpack G7,
Not your day. I won this one.
and hunt down 2 wins to score the exclusive legendary Tamed Beast triple take.
Trust in the gods and you shall be rewarded.
Opening fire. Got him.
During the event, all Battle Pass owners will receive the free legendary Honored Prey R301. Hit level 15 on your Battle Pass, and you'll also earn the legendary Night Terror Wraith.
You know what I look like. Come find me.
Every day, legends can also earn an entire Battle Pass level for your first top 5 finish of the day.
Thank you for the fun fight.
And we're doubling down with our first ever Double XP weekend.
One moment.
From June 7th to June 9th, earn double XP on both your base and Battle Pass progression.
Our destiny has led us to this moment.
Throughout the event, be sure to keep an eye on the rotating store for new exclusive Legendary Hunt cosmetics.
The sky has opened and gifted the day.
Squad up and drop in, as the Legendary Hunt won't last forever. Good luck, Legends.
Let the hunt begin.
That's right, until June 18th, you can jump into the Legendary Hunt, our limited time event that features the debut of our Elite queue, exclusive challenges you can unlock, and some killer skins and more. Also, this weekend is Double XP weekend, so there's lots of great reasons to jump in. The community really brought it since this event launched, and it's awesome to see the best duke it out. Back to you, Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for that. Appreciate it. All right. That was Season 1. Who's ready to talk about Season 2? I like that. So, you know, listen, I play this game every day. It's one of my favorites, and I did this like right before the show started. That's how much I play this game. And, you know, I'm going to jump back in when we finish up. But first, I do want to talk about Season 2. We've got the first details here. And joining me, we got Drew McCoy in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
From
Drew,
Respawn.
We've been so patient for that beautiful, beautiful content.
Yes.
What do you have for us today?
Well, it's coming.
Okay.
First and foremost.
Content is coming.
It's
Confirmed.
coming.
You've heard it here first.
So, Season 2, it's coming July 2nd, and it's called Battle Charge.
All right. So, Battle
Okay.
Charge will be coming out. What can we expect, though, when this new season drops?
Yeah, so as we announced when we launched the game, we're taking a seasonal approach. So we're trying to cram as much into the launch of Season 2 as possible with some other stuff along the way. But what you can expect from the launch is a new legend, a new weapon, a new way to play the game.
Okay.
Perhaps a map event. And a lot of this has been done through a lot of the feedback from community. We're also changing up some of the meta balance of weapons to try and buff up some of the weaker weapons and bring a lot of cool stuff into the game.
No new maps.
All right. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're going to talk about a good portion of it here, but let's talk about that sweet new content because Season 2 is bringing a new weapon to the fight, and today we're excited to show it to you. So let's just go ahead, roll the clip.
Show it.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Okay, what's this new game mode?
I bathe in the blue. chance meets your end. Need help.
Good job, me.
A new season. Strong work.
An L-Star? Oh yeah, that's the bot weapon from Titanfall 2.
Frag out. Wicked.
Kind of surprising that this wasn't in the original release. You know, they already have the they've already got the assets from Titanfall 2.
I'm here. You're not.
Kind of surprising, actually.
There you have it, the All-Star, man. I remember getting slapped by this gun in Titanfall 2, so pretty excited to see this one make it into the fold in the arena. Seems really powerful. So tell me more about its place in the entire weapon loadout for Apex Legends.
Yeah, so the L-Star's new. It's coming. Launch of Season 2.
It's not new, my good sir.
It's actually a care package weapon because it's so OP. It's just amazing. But
Glad you said that
it's not new, my good
It's like the
sir.
master
It's
for
been-
the Kraber. It's
been in
incredibly
Titanfall 2
powerful.
already.
Yeah.
And being a care package weapon, it doesn't use any of the existing ammo on the ground, so whatever you get with it is what you got.
I also noticed, too, it shattered through doors.
Yeah, it can open
as well.
doors.
So, like,
Yeah.
melees, grenades, and now
Now the L-Star.
Wow, okay, so that is pretty sizable. Now, what other changes
No,
are going to be
wait,
coming
no
to weapons?
bullets?
Because this may seem very nerdy, but I'm
Not
a
from
huge
other
fan
weapons?
of hop-ups. I'm all about Prowler with
Man,
my switch
that's some
fire.
physics
that's,
engine.
that's my jam.
Yeah.
What are you bringing me?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, there's going to be some meta
And
changes
this
to
is
the
coming
weapons.
from
We're
a
trying
person
to bring up some of the
that hasn't
weaker
really
weapons.
played Apex
And then, yeah,
Legends
there
ever
are
since
two
launch.
new hop-ups coming.
So
Not really going to say
please,
what they are yet. You guys
you
got to
find my
wait for Season
comments a
2,
bit,
but there is a chance that maybe a memeable
confronting,
weapon named
just
after
so
an
you know.
African country
Take it with a grain of
is
salt.
usable.
Is usable.
Yeah,
Okay.
perhaps.
All right, perhaps.
It's
I mean,
already
that is
midnight.
yet to be seen. We'll have to see if that's going to be a reality. All right, cool. So we're starting out hot with that L-Star light machine gun. We also have the Battle Pass. And,
Wait, what's the L-Star
you know,
now?
when you guys first spoke
Did they
about
say
the Battle Pass, you
L-Star
said that it
as
was
an
a learning
LMG? I
experience.
thought it was an assault
What's
rifle.
different this time around for Season 2?
Yeah, so we've
Just-
been listening to community.
At least
a lot.
that's what I
Season
felt
1
when
didn't
they
quite
played
launch
it
as
in
well as we were
Titanfall
hoping.
2.
The content was fairly underwhelming for players, so we've been taking that in. We've been getting all sorts of data from people buying skins to what they equip on their characters or weapons, and so we've taken this learning and put it in a Season 2 Battle Pass. So first off the bat, it's challenge-based now instead of essentially time-based. So you'll get daily and weekly challenges, and they stack if you don't play for a while. So you can come back after a month and try and knock them all out on a weekend and level up really quick. Ultimately, this does mean leveling to level 100 is a lot quicker than in Season 1. We're also
I got no
getting
problem
rid of
with
all
that.
the badges and stat trackers, taking up space throughout the leveling process. And we are inserting 3 entirely new content types into the Battle Pass, which we will talk about later. And there's a lot more skins in it, and there's going to be enough crafting metals by the time you hit level 100 to craft your very own legendary of your choosing.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of
All right.
value for that Battle Pass.
Yeah, that sounds very exciting. All right, and now, you know, we're talking about Apex. It's got some pretty sick skins. What skins do you have for me today?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I think our skin game is being upped pretty significantly. You can see that with the Wraith skin specifically from the Legendary Hunt event. But we got 4 legendary skins in the Battle Pass. So we have 2 character and 2 weapon. So for Caustic, he's got the Prince of Darkness skin. And for Octane, we're doing the Jade Tiger. I think you can see there's Prince of Darkness right there. And then there is a skin for the Spitfire called the Intimidator. And the R301 is getting 2 skins, actually. So the Iron Rampage at level 100.
Okay.
And then there's a golden version as well.
Oh, man. Do you see that, by the way? Do you see?
That's sick. It's sick.
That looks insane. That looks insane. All right. Now, another question that the community is having, they're just dying to have answered.
Okay.
New ways to play. Elite Q was awesome.
Yep.
I think it's like one of the coolest additions for Apex Legends. What else?
Yeah, so when we designed
Expect
Apex
Shroud to
Legends,
be
we really
in
wanted
the
to have
Elite
kind of a
queue
competitive core
every
to it. This
single
is a game
time.
that's meant to be played over hundreds
I
of
can
hours,
imagine Shroud
mastered,
being in
really
that
deep learning
queue
experience.
for every game.
And so the Elite Queue is our first step towards getting to a higher competitive stage.
Okay.
And so
Based
Season
on what
2,
I've
I'm
seen.
really, really, really stoked to announce we have a ranked mode coming.
Ranked mode.
Yeah.
All right.
So rank mode, you'll progress through 6 tiers if you're good enough. You will cap out if you are garbage tier like myself.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be in Wood Division together.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Wood.
what's up.
Wood 3, I think.
Wood 3?
Yeah,
Wood 3
we'll get
Division?
there. Yeah, so it goes from Bronze all the way up to Apex Predator, and it's using special matchmaking for each of the tiers. So the higher you get, you'll probably have some longer matchmaking times, but it's because we're trying to find the best possible match for you. And then throughout the season, you'll be hopefully gaining tiers, and then at the end of the season, you'll get rewards based on where you ended.
Wow.
To show off for the next season.
Ranked mode coming to Apex Legends.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
That's sick. All right. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be all up in that. It's going to be sick. I can't wait. I am legitimately concerned, as I had mentioned, either it be the first Wood Division player, which isn't even in it, or Plastic Division.
Plastic's good.
Yeah. That's going to hurt. But, dude, thank you so much for sharing all these details, man. Guys, Drew, ladies and gentlemen, from the Respawn team.
Hey, not bad.
All
Not
right,
bad
now,
at all.
Here's the thing. I'm a Lifeline main. It's just facts.
Same.
You are too?
Yep.
Respect that. Any Lifeline mains in the house? Lifeline mains? All right. But that might change when the new season drops. That's right, because Jay, give the people what they want. We want to know who is the 10th legend joining the arena. What do you have?
It's my pleasure, Golden Boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. The 10th legend joining the Apex Legends Arena is Watson.
Pretty anticlimactic. Well,
To help us get to know our
probably
latest
gonna
legend
leave.
a little bit better,
Could
our
have
team
left
put
it to the
together this
presentation
touching
to-
illustrated short. Let's check it out.
My dearest Natalie, as I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer. An hour ago, you cracked the equations necessary to power the force field. You showed me up tonight, my magnificent daughter, and I couldn't be happier or prouder of that. I always knew you were special, but never did I fathom that the little girl who taught her staffed Nacy multiplication tables would grow up to master quantum laser mechanics. I have assured the Syndicate that the modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you. I may be just a doddering old fool trying to hold on to mon bébé a little while longer before he loses her to a daughter. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine. The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can and will do anything she wants in this life because she is the smartest woman in the frontier. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, pour toujours, Papa.
I did it, Papa. I hope wherever you are, you're cheering for me.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Watson joining the arena, and joining me now, we have the three gentlemen who brought her to life. Griffin, Will, and Tom, thank you so much for joining us here. Wow. So I mean, Bible thumps in the chat, man, because that was the feels right there. Hit me right.
So Watson's a part of Apex, huh?
But Griffin, we'll start with you, bud. You're one of the legend designers, and I'm curious on the approach that you guys took toward making Watson a character that has impact in the arena.
So Watson really started as a conversation between a friend of mine and I, he's an engineer, and he has this really methodical, interesting way of taking really complex problems and systematically solving them. And so I kind of thought, what would it be like if we took the sort of the defensive complexity of Apex and introduced a character that could really create an ecosystem in which you can survive the really aggressive third-party meta, all that stuff. So the idea behind Watson really is that if you plan and you sort of adapt to the environment and you really know the map and you work closely with your team, that you can really create these strong defenses that that people are going to really have to think about in terms of how they push on you and that sort of thing. So the current meta of I hear gunfire and I hit it as hard as I can, with Bangalore, Wraith, Octane, all of those, we're trying to sort of bump that meta a little bit and make it so that this more stanced RTS kind of play style has breathing room.
Yeah, you're trying to provide like options for the players.
Yes.
Right? Because if
Yeah.
you want
So
to be
it
able to play
deploys
that
a
hyper-aggressive
force
approach,
field, I
whether
think?
you're running like a composition that contains like a typical
also
one,
with
which would be like a Pathfinder,
dishes
Wraith,
out a turret
and a
that emits a
lifeline
force
for
field?
that support.
Yeah.
You can play into a composition like this, and they kind of counter one another. So that's going to be really fun. And we're going to dive into the abilities and everything that she does, because let me tell you, it's insane. Now, as far as the look and feel, my favorite part about Apex Legends is that the characters, the legends themselves, they stand out. When you're looking from far away, you see the silhouette and you know exactly who it is that you're about to engage with. What were some of the complexities in bringing a character like Watson to life?
Yeah, so it's a collaborative effort. You know,
Yeah.
shout out Heath and Sam, animation department. Everybody kind of works together. We were given a specific set of skills that she would be using, abilities from Griffin, and that's kind of all we had to go off of. So we had to, Heath did a great job of like bringing it all together, giving her a sort of a grounded aesthetic she had to look like she was using electricity and stuff like that. So rubber gloves and the coils and the wires and pushing her silhouette at the same time, making her stand out. You have to be able to read who she is from different distances. From there, all right.
Yeah, I can see the silhouette
From there,
going on.
you
Yeah.
can really go in and sculpt all the details out and work with the animators to really bring her to life, give her personality in everything that she does
Pretty
with
decent-
her abilities and that
pretty
too.
decent.
Yeah, and there's
design.
some really cool stuff there as well.
Design
Every
considering
part
that's the
that
direction they're
Watson
going
she takes out an item in her kit, it's actually like on her person.
Oh yeah.
You see it happen.
Yeah, and those are all very meticulously designed by the concept artist and then modeled out in 3D. So yeah, it's all functional.
That's great.
In the world, yeah.
So now you get to the gameplay, the look, but the story, you know, because you got to hit us in the feels, right? Like super hard, and you just did that. Watson's backstory, who she is. Let's dive deeper into that one.
Watson's kind of different from the way we usually do things, because usually it's very collaborative and we're creating the character at the same time, all the different departments, and we're working together. Watson was different. She was already designed and drawn when I got her. And one of the great things about working at Respawn is they encourage us to create characters that are non-traditional and that are characters you haven't seen in video games before, and to kind of branch out and see what else, you know, what other kinds of people can we represent out there. And so Watson is a very different character than I've ever seen in a video game, at least. And everything is based off of what these guys created. I mean, it's all, every single part of her backstory is connected somehow to either her abilities or her look.
And now, it was something that kind of stuck out to me. So, am I correct in assuming that Watson played a big role in the arena itself?
Yes, so Watson and her father actually invented the ring.
Okay.
And so she grew up in the arena, literally in the arena when they were building it. And we're going to start to, you're going to see with Watson and moving forward, we're going to start to build the lore of this world a little bit. You're going to find out who created the games. They mentioned the Syndicate in there, so we'll talk about the Syndicate down the road. You're starting to build more and more of a universe.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So she's in the arena, so all the legends must know her.
Oh yeah, she was their kid sister basically. She was always hanging around the arena, and she got to know all the legends and got to watch all of them. She's not a mercenary. She's not a soldier. Her role is of support, and so everybody loves Watson. She's the one person that could probably unite all the legends together,
including Caustic.
Caustic respects her. She's a scientist.
Okay.
She's an engineer.
Okay, so like was a strong word for Caustic.
Yeah, I don't know if Caustic likes anybody.
Okay,
He likes
that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Well, yeah, that's super cool. I mean, blown away by this character so far. Now, I mentioned before we're going to talk about the abilities, because when you
Actually, now that I remember,
revealed these to me,
the Apex Syndicate is a mercenary group, so
a
they're
lot
not
of people
really
online
the bad guys per
were
se,
kind of like
based on what I've seen in
guessing
Titanfall 2.
as to like what
The
it would be.
IMC
And I'm
were the bad guys,
very
and they were the
happy to see
one
that. A lot of them, some had the right idea, but for the most part, what she's capable of doing is ridiculous. So let's just talk about the active. First thing, defenses.
Yes. So the Watson has more interrelated abilities than probably any other current character we have. You really need to understand how they all interact.
So they
the fences,
so
you can
stuns
place
enemies
12
when they make
nodes, and you can use these in any permutation you want. Part of why we sort of went with her being such a brilliant electrical engineer is because we really wanted to reinforce both mechanically and thematically how creative the player can be with these. Basically, we're just giving you free reign to place these however you want and figure out.
And the players, like I just saw right there, I don't know if that was intentional. So when your teammates go through, it shuts down.
It shuts off. So
if I'm downed and they run through the gate, does the gate deactivate?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's a lot of different interactions, a lot of different ways that you can interact with the gates with other characters. The ultimate is, we call it an interception pylon. It shoots down bombardments, incoming grenades, stops arc star spam. And it charges your team's shield. And it also, if Watson's cooldown is slower when she's away from the pylon, but when you're near the pylon, it supercharges your tactical, so you get fences faster. So if you drop it down, it's a permanent structure until it's destroyed, and that allows you to build these large fortresses very rapidly. And you can use that for defending, for flank control on offensive squads, for going up on a tower and fencing it off.
So I'm guessing that's...
And then the passive is that ultimate accelerants give you your ultimate, 100% ultimate charge. And so if you save up ultimate accelerants over the course of the match, that allows you to place more pylons, and it means that you don't have to play conservatively as Watson as long as you save up ultimate charges. You can keep moving with a highly mobile squad. You can play offense, defense, support, however you feel like the fences and the pylon are most effective to whatever comp you're playing.
So what you're telling me here is that Lifeline mains do not need to continuously hold ultimate accelerants anymore.
We felt like we needed to
rejoice. That's right. We did it, people. Finally, because everyone's like really mean to me if I don't like use the ult accelerant. You know, it's not fair. Oh wow. So that is ridiculous.
There's also when they cross the fences, you get pinged as well.
Oh yeah. So if any enemies cross through the fences, it pings your entire squad. So there's a situational awareness element to them as well.
Wow.
So if you know, so this is why I like to grew up in the arena. If you know where all the choke points, the entrances, the exits are, you can set up fences there, and you'll know exactly when an enemy crosses.
I'm even thinking about like compositions and how like it could work out. You know, maybe
for your
any
squad
Gibraltar mains out there, maybe you find a little
everyone to
no one
see.
cheered for that. Feels bad, man. Maybe there's like a little synergy there that can be created. There's a lot that can be done with these fences and being able to block off certain chokes.
Yeah, I think it's really the big sort of the ceiling is
also
how
with
creative people can get with it, and I'm really excited.
Also
to
with
see
her
what
ultimate, she
people
can
do
be
with
a
it.
very hard Gibraltar
from an art
counter.
perspective here, you know, they're very distinct. They stand out. What were some of the challenges in making sure that these fences really, like, when a player saw them, they knew exactly what it was, not to kind of catch them off guard, so to speak, to make it really, really stand out in the arena?
Yeah, again, silhouette's everything. You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world, that it's something that she can use, and that lives on her body as well. She's able to pull it out, and she's able to bring it out, and create a fortress basically, and it has to read. So we had concept artists working on every little detail, and the modelers as well, and we had to test it out. We tested it out. We play it in game or in house, and make sure it reads well.
And these guys do a tremendous job of it too. I'm like, I need like a post with electricity that goes between the two.
Yeah.
And they create really cool stuff with just that kind of vague, hand wavy designer description.
Everything about it has clearly been thought out. This legend is going to be incredible. I can't wait to play Watson. You guys excited? Watson? That is nutty. All right, well, again,
I'm afraid you're getting a myth from me,
today,
my friend.
We've covered a bunch here. We've seen a new weapon. We've gotten a new mode, the latest legend, and the new Battle Pass for Season 2. So, let's recap all the amazing Apex Legends action that we've seen here today.
Surprise. Care package touching down.
Like a deer in the headlights.
Your time is ended.
I'm not going to let you off that easy, Drew. What was that?
What was what?
What was that? You saw the giant thing on the screen in the eyeball. What was that?
All right.
Can't tell me?
Well, let's just say that. Well, no, but let's just say this. We got perhaps a couple of big things coming into Kings Canyon at the start of Season 2.
Okay.
Oh, so they're changing the ring
Keep your eyes
now.
peeled over the next
They're
month.
changing
See what
the
you can find
arena.
out.
So if I were to like ask you, you know, after we're done with this, are you like gonna give me the cold shoulder? Or are you actually gonna tell me?
There's no way I can tell you. Sorry.
Oh, man,
So
I'm
Respawn's
holding
gonna
all day out
change
here, man.
the-
This is not
what
fair.
the
Well,
ring is
Drew,
gonna look
thank
like,
you
the
so
same way
much, man.
Epic
Guys,
Games is gonna
Apex
change
Legends
what
Season
the
2.
island is gonna look like in Fortnite.
July 2nd could not get here soon enough. Now, if you're in Los Angeles, come check out Apex Legends at EA Play for your first chance to get hands-on with Watson, as well as all the other great Apex Legends things happening here. And for those of you at home, Double XP Weekend is going on right now, so jump into the Legendary Hunt event and start earning those amazing exclusive skins. I'm Golden Boy. It's been a blast talking Apex Legends with you all here today, and I'll see you in the arena. Peace.
Okay, not bad. Not bad, actually. Okay, so Apex Legends, not really much to go. Not really much to really indulge in by my taste, to be honest. As I said before, Apex Legends is not really that kind of game for me. I'm not really into the BR video game genre. But yet, what I'm more interested in is the way that Respawn is continuously updating the game. Like, I admire their dedication, considering they're both considering Respawn is working on both a new game that is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, as well as working on a game that they're putting continuous support on, that is Apex Legends. Pretty solid start. Actually, not pretty solid start, pretty solid. So, yeah. I just want to say, Respawn Entertainment deserves massive respect for the amount of dedication. Anyway. Okay, what do we got next? Battlefield 5, FIFA 20, Madden, NFL 20, Sims 4. I just hope there's good things coming for Battlefield 5. I swear to God, because I don't know, Battlefield 5 doesn't really have that good of a track record when it comes to its reception with the community. So hopefully this will be DICE's time to shed some light on the bad blood that they've been getting with the community. Hopefully things will improve. Hopefully DICE will introduce elements that will improve the experience for the game, and hopefully entice interests for players that have fallen out for the franchise to get back in, hopefully. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I cannot say a lot when it comes to Apex Legends, because considering I am, as I said before, I'm not really that into Apex Legends, let alone any form of BR game. So again, please take it for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. And yeah, with that, let us move on. Okay, what have you got for us, DICE? I just hope it's good. And you're opening up with a raging tractor.
Hey guys! Hey, welcome to the Battlefield 5 show, live from EA Play in Hollywood. Let's hear it! I'm Julia Hardy, and today we've got a ton of new info on some of the great updates coming to Battlefield 5 in 2019. But don't just take my word for it. My co-host, he reads all of your tweets, and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield Community Manager Adam Freeman, what have you got for us, Freeman?
Oh, thanks, Julia. Now, I may be a member of the Battlefield team, but as you know, I'm a fan. I know you guys are fan too, and you're going to love what we've got to you today. So, over the next half hour, we're going to be bringing you content that's coming to you over the next few minutes. We've heard what you want, so today you're getting your first look at a ton of new multiplayer maps. Features we know you've been screaming out for, and the arrival of a new theatre of war that's coming to Battlefield 5 this fall. So, when Chapter 4 Define the Odds drops, it's bringing so much cool stuff, so let's get to it. Over to you, Julia.
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map, Marita. Let's check it out.
The Battle of Greece continues. On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a last stand to halt the Axis armies sweeping through the region. You'll deploy on a sloping mountain ridge and within the tight streets of a rural town. The Allies control the town, but Axis troops are already on its fringes. The road down into the village is crucial, and you must fight to hold here or risk losing control of the region. You'll always have tactical choices nearby, with a close proximity to other key locations, so keep an eye out for them. Marita is an infantry-focused map, where all 4 soldier classes will be able to shine. Tanks and aircraft will stand aside for intense infantry gunfights and sneaky flanks in the cobbled streets. Hills and multi-story homes means unique vertical gameplay. Stay alert in this steep environment as the Battle of Greece rages on.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously Marita looks amazing. What was the map's inspiration?
Well, I think the team in LA that put this together, and they built the Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month. And so they really wanted to continue that story of the Battle of Greece, which is a bit of an unknown story, new to me as well, as you learn about this stuff. So it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border, sort of in the mountains there where the Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war. And it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village. Before,
Not anymore.
Before these guys all show up. And it's quite a different experience than Mercury. And it's sort of a totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game before.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking about? What's happening?
Well, so this is going to be a heavily infantry-focused map. So as Mr. Battlefield likes to put it, this is total creative chaos. So you're just going to see some absolute...
Creative chaos, yeah.
So what we get there is just head-on just collisions in the middle of this map. And it's sort of what we've tried to do with all the new maps that we've created, spending a lot of time to figure out how do we make each one of them different. So when players go in and play one of these new maps, it sort of has a different feel than the ones they've played before to sort of create that different experience for them. So this one has, I guess for lack of a better way to put it, is sort of a banana shape to it. And that banana shape... Do you like that fruit? Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think.
Again with the
obviously.
cringe.
And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different play styles.
Stop
and
being action.
Creates this sort of narrow channels for people to just run head-on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But it
That's
gives...
what we want, though. That's what we want, that kind of chaos. But most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all days, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4, so stay tuned. And I think some people are going to get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you. All right, Freeman, who's we've stuck up there for no other reason than, well, my own entertainment, has more on Chapter 4 for you. Over to you, Freeman.
I'm up here PTFOing. I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen, we have more maps. So let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is Al Sundan. It's coming in Chapter 4.
Okay.
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for Battlefield 5, Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and contrasting harsh environments. Axis forces have militarized the area with camps, a radar tower, and an airbase. You must fight over possession of these critical points.
Okay.
In Al Sundan, we've taken the vista used in a single-player war story Under No Flag and doubled down on air and land vehicle combat. With this, The location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action. On this open map, it's up to you to shape the fight. With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices. Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in fast-paced infantry battles in tight interior areas. Al Sundan is classic battlefield. We can't wait to let you play it.
Yeah. That's amazing. So obviously Al Sundan was adapted from Under No Flag. So tell us a little bit about what that process was like.
Yeah, so usually, when the guys, when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide open experience. And that showed a lot of potential from a multiplayer perspective as well. So when we finished the game originally, the team wanted to sort of sit down and sort of a small group of them and take a shot at turning this into what could be an amazing battlefield.
That's,
it's huge. This is a really big map. This is your sort of classic battlefield sandbox map. This is where you're going to see, tanks and planes and infantry and all of that together in sort of what is truly Battlefield. It's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so how do I kind of, adjust my strategy? Because obviously it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different playstyles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things, and the bridge in the middle, it's all about, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice. But
no, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight for time because there's so much to get through. We've got so many announcements. When can we get our hands on Al Sundan?
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of Chapter 4.
Is there a price tag to Chapter 4?
Personal. With Chapter 4 defying the odds,
that's what I'm thinking right
new
now.
and intense close-quarter maps are coming to Battlefield 5.
Kind of not impressed that
by popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer, especially tailored for intimate infantry combat.
When it comes
the new Battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways.
They're playing it safe throughout its development.
Teamwork, skill, and adaptation are your keys to victory. Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies. And prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
Didn't know that I was running at 720p.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson. I don't know if you made that up yourself. But oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that happens. Do you want to take over this one for the start?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different then to the 2 maps we've already shown so far today. Tell us about them.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. and there's such being able to give that, the close quarter feeling, the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh yeah, we need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of the sort of like key strategies then when you're playing close quarters on this map?
As we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play, and so sticking together and not leaving anybody behind, like Mr. Freeman over here, unless he's.
But I mean,
not
what if you
being-
want to leave him behind? Can you?
Then it's acceptable. I think.
Because I would.
It's two beautiful maps.
There'd just be a spinning number plate.
It would be, yeah.
As you saw, Lofoten, it's serenity, beautiful Nordic countryside, but then kind of ripped open with gunfire and everything amongst villas and factory equipment. And then Provence, I plan to take my wife there, pastilles on the square.
Stop destroying places you want to take your family. It's weird.
I'll take Ryan.
Yeah, take him instead. And then go.
Yeah, it's beautiful cobblestones, lots of good flanking routes, and it's the smaller maps really allows you to master every inch of it. So it's really about, knowing your battlefield.
I mean, again, we could go on and on and talk about all of these maps, but we've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through it. But first, Lars, you've brought with him some news about some kind of core gameplay updates we know that you've all been waiting for. So you're excited about this one.
Lars, you know how much time I'm spending online. Like,
I mean,
I am working.
Just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank, private games. Let's talk max rank. What can you tell us?
Let's talk max rank. We do know, and it's been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness, that there are players out there too skilled who maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So we've taken that to heart, and we've now taken the max rank from 50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
Not bad, actually.
And it's
Battlefield 500 now.
So truly a journey for our players to go on, moving forward.
And it's a grind train, but what are people getting if they're on it?
Yeah, what are we getting?
We're all in it. We want the goodies. So to start with, already from rank 51, you will be granted company coins for every rank up. But then at every, we call them milestone ranks, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your mastery on your journey towards, that the world domination.
Really it's already happening.
August is the time. So
I
it's almost here.
The weapon
So world domination for Lars by all.
Yeah, sorry, I wondered if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening, but all right.
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
Yes. I mean, another one that's
but this is World War II.
lovely community have been
so you can't
vocal
really
about.
complain.
And previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the rented server program.
Include weapons
but now
from
we're shifting
other
over to
different
private
armies.
games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5. So a beautiful package, it's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences, whether you want to capture or, play with your friends. And Freeman, you can play with us, for sure.
Thanks.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit him up, Mr. Battlefield at AOL.com, and let him know.
Well, just saying,
that is the thing, though. Like, we're not finished when we're done, right?
No, exactly. It's coming in, let's see, September.
Yeah.
And at that time, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it an extra notch. So be with us and be candid.
Okay, well, Lars, don't tell Ryan, but you're my favorite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Do I still get to
We've got more, though, Julia. We've got more.
You're almost.
Well, it's just going to get a bit weird and fighty up here in a minute. Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of a passion project. So Inge Göran, the original designer for Operation Metro, when we finished Battlefield 5 and shipped it, he wanted to do something that he just was truly invested in. So we kind of went down and he sat down and he came back with what was Operation Underground. And when he showed it to the team, we knew we just had to make this. And I think Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean, you know how much this meant to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I was there when we started to build the maps for Battlefield 3. And early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images on the wall. We challenged the team to, where do you want to fight? Everything from subway to shopping mall to God knows everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the team started, or someone smart, not me, apparently, said, do I only get to pick one?
Yeah.
So they started to pick a number of them, and I think Inge then chose 3 of them, which was the park, the subway, and kind of the bank area in the city.
Like a kind of scene tapas. I mean, you don't want one meal, you want 3 lots of meals all in one meal.
Just let them speak.
So you can see, when you see kind of it spinning behind us here, you can see the true inspiration, but what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take at heart the feedback from the original Metro and started to provide especially a lot of flanking routes so that you can kind of move around and be smart about it. And tons of easy to spot ones, but also
Everyone
the
loves
most
the
sneaky ones.
sneaky flank. Everyone loves the sneaky flank. Cheeky sneaky flank.
I mean, I think as you look at it, like this is not Metro remastered. This is, as the guys look at it, sort of reimagined. And I think you've got a bunch of different diverse areas. You've got big open courtyards, at street level and narrow streets, and you go down into where you see in the video here where the subway cars are and into the sub basements, and you're going to find a whole bunch of different things and different ways to play and different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community's really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's the big question for today. Is just when,
You have to wait a bit.
when.
October, between chapter 4 and 5.
I think this is the one the team is really excited about as well. So,
Yeah.
I know I can't wait for October either. So.
I have a cracking time playing it in playtest. I'm
Yeah.
so looking forward for everyone else getting to play it too, and everything else that's on these new maps.
Oh yeah,
Amazing
but those aren't the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got too much to get through. I'm just like, stop talking. We've got so many surprises for you. So today we're giving you never before seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
So what theme are they going for with Chapter 5? Pacific Front. Alright.
A timeless theatre of war. A new vision. Prepare to deploy to the Pacific. The team at DICE are hard at work creating an iconic World War II experience, releasing this fall with Chapter 5 of Battlefield 5. As the US and Japan enter the fight, you'll clash across several battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, Iwo Jima. Since Battlefield
Iwo Jima,
began,
string of
the Pacific
islands that was
Theatre has
in the
been
original
part of its
Battlefield?
DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the conflict. By capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite, we're bringing you the Pacific realized with today's capabilities and technology. Take part in the US invasions as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores, and an expanded arsenal to bring your squad to victory.
Alright.
We have a lot more to share about the Pacific and how it will evolve Battlefield 5 later in the year. Stay tuned.
I just hope they bring...
Okay, most importantly, you went on like
Japanese
a bunch of like research trips. Like, let's find out more about that. Oh, let's set the net one in Tahiti. Yeah. No, sorry.
It's hard work.
I know it's amazing how many people are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii in January and Stockholm. So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team.
Guessing
putting
they
that
could put
work.
in Pearl Harbor.
But
Iwo
obviously,
Jima
I mean, that's the
for
big
Chapter 5.
new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back, new theater of war in the Pacific. I mean, this is a homecoming for Lars. I mean, not Iwo Jima itself, but the development of it.
I remember my childhood.
Where the beard come from.
Yeah, 1,000 yards there.
No, but jokes aside, it's, having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, the Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do we go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943, we've been there before, but this is in a new way.
And I think the great thing, I mean, we hear a lot from the community, and I know, we have these discussions. You've got, where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And getting to sit here in L.A. today and tell everybody that it's coming, Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific in Chapter 5. Some ones I think people are going to be really happy with what they're going to see, and I just say in some that, as you can hear from the ping in the trailer, some iconic weapons and things as well.
My Garand, it's coming, right? Yes.
we're living for the ping. So I mean, we wouldn't go to Iwo Jima without kind of the weaponry and the hardware. So bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets, and also, after all, it's Battlefield. So of course, there will be a new set of vehicles, and we want to take that extra step and kind of start giving you the boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the team has focused hard on capturing kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war. So capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious warfare. So there's tons of new stuff and new gameplay to look forward to.
And beautiful locations that
Very
you
beautiful
ultimately
locations.
destroy beyond recognition.
Well, Lars and Ryan, thank you both very much for joining us.
So if you've lost track of all of these brand new Battlefield announcements, I don't blame you, because honestly there was quite a lot. So do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Okay, I'm back of the balcony if I...
Yeah, go on, get up there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with Al Sundan on June 27th, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new Theatre of War to Battlefield 5, the Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community ask for, an increase in max rank from 50 to 500, and private games. Also, one final announcement. Starting today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
I think that pretty much covers it. I guess you can probably stay down here with on the adults table or whatever.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield Show.
Yeah, I'm Julia Hardy.
And I'm Freeman.
And if you're in the Los Angeles area, be sure to come and visit us in person at EA Play. Goodbye.
Okay, so I guess that is all for Battlefield 5. Not really a revolution when it comes to video game development, but this is getting somewhere. Okay, anyway, I guess that is all for Battlefield 5 so far. Kind of underwhelmed by what they have on offer right now. It could have been better if they did it as some sort of direct and not a full-on presentation, just to save us the trouble going through the host banter. But anyway, that's just EA. That's what they do. If they want to do it, I'm not gonna stop them. Yeah, pretty promising when it comes to Chapter 5 and for Battlefield 5. Really happy that the Pacific Theater is coming back from Battlefield 1942 into Battlefield 5, because it's, holy crap, this is one hell of a nostalgia factor right here. I remember playing Iwo Jima in the original Battlefield 1942 game on my brother's computer back in the day, and I was constantly getting defeated by the Japanese forces. So yeah, just hope that that same feel makes a comeback for Chapter 5 in Battlefield 5. So yeah, just fingers crossed to DICE and making sure everything gets back in order after the series of mishaps that they've been getting for over the past I think it was all the way up since launch, actually, or maybe not even at launch, maybe in even before launch as well, when they had to deal with the political correctness in their games. Anyway, I just hope things improve for DICE. That's all I'm gonna say. Hopefully things go well with Chapter 4 and 5 with the community, just as I would hope. And yeah, fingers crossed. Alright, next up we got, okay, so it's buffering right now, and next up we got FIFA 20. Not really looking forward to it, apart from the fact that there is a street, I think it was Volta Football, I think it was. Volta Football, I mean, brand new mode that'll be coming into FIFA 20 that is Volta Football, in which you can essentially play FIFA Street in FIFA 20. but kind of sucks that it is not really a standalone game. Would have buy the living hell out of it. Hell of it if it was the next FIFA Street, but no, it had to be put in as a glued on mode for FIFA 20. But that's EA Sports. They can milk the FIFA franchise for all it's worth, based on my experience. Yeah, I hope you good. Yeah, wish you good luck with that, Andrew Wilson. Good luck with that. And you know what? I might as well just skip FIFA 20 because I know pretty much everything that I'm interested in regards to FIFA 20. That is Volta Football, and probably sadly not really interested in Madden NFL 20. And haven't really played it. A whole bunch of nuances that are probably not going to make much difference later down the line. They're going to who am I kidding? They're going to be releasing another one next year. So, in regards to The Sims 4, nothing else. Actually, this is pretty much. Sims 4. I think I'll take a look at The Sims 4 to see what they've got in store. I think because I remember that one of my friends, one of my older brother's friends. Let's be specific here. One of my older brother's friends is part of the development team for the Sims franchise. So probably show my support for with The Sims 4.
Oh, you guys are great. Welcome, Simmers, to EA Play. Yes, yeah. I'm very excited to talk about everyone's favorite game series, The Sims. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm Julia Hardy, and today we're giving you a guided tour of what's new with The Sims 4, plus a couple of fun surprises, so stay tuned. Now, to help me translate all of this Simlish, everybody join me in welcoming General Manager Lindsay Pearson and Senior Producer Michael Duke. Hi. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. So I'm super excited. I know you guys are super excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been with The Sims a long time, and this is one of my favorite things to do is come out and see all of you and tell you exciting things.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's going to be a big year for us. It's actually, we're celebrating 20 years of making The Sims this year.
Yeah.
And Lindsay and I keep debating it, but I think this is going to be the best year yet.
I think it might be.
Well, I mean, really what we want to know is, what have you got for us? Come on, tell us everything.
Of course. Well, it is EA Play. We couldn't come empty-handed, so we'll start with our big one first. I'll let you take that.
Absolutely. So we have the next expansion pack for The Sims 4, Sims 4 Island Living.
Let's check out that trailer. Yeah.
You're basically gonna live. Island Living will at least
I was just waiting for that one. Oh, that was so cool.
At least
And
this is
that
a
we're in
much
our own
larger
little
scale
island.
than
Can I just say,
the
I didn't
expansions
know
that
what
I'm
the reveals were going to be, and this is
that I
definitely
know
all
of in the
this.
Sims franchise.
Super weird. And obviously, you know, talking about fashion, there's a lot of island fashion there. One of the biggest things people absolutely love. What can we be? What can we be dressing up as? What can we look like?
Absolutely. You know, to capture that island spirit, we needed to have a lot of new outfits.
Hey,
and
Mega
capture
Man.
those
Is
colors.
my outfit going
Nice
to
to
be
see
in
you
there?
back.
Right?
Not exactly that, but
What? Why
certainly
not?
those bright colors like you're showing off there. But, you know, we really wanted to add a lot of island wear, and that stuff you can stay cool in when it's so hot.
It's true.
Yeah. And we had to bring in a lot of new fun colors and patterns, but also hairs,
Okay, so
accessories, everything to deck out head to toe to just chill and relax on this beautiful island.
And I mean,
So basically,
that's an amazing
instead
fashion,
of
but what if,
different
you know,
times
a
of the
little bit
year,
hot.
the
I'm not
like that
someone who
they
likes to
did with
dwell on
The
a
Sims
beach too much. Yeah,
3,
if I
I
want to go
think
in the
it was.
water, what's going to be
They're
happening?
doing.
So we're very
They're
excited.
doing.
So for the first time in The Sims 4,
Sims-
our Sims are going to be able to
They're doing
walk right
expansions
into the
based
open water.
on
We're
locales
opening up
for The Sims 4.
Yes.
open water gameplay.
Just been teasing the water.
Yeah,
at
well,
this point. It's them.
I mean, like you saw in the trailer, she walks right in. Our Sims are going to be able to do that, and you can snorkel in the water. There's swimming, floating, and there's also those pretty awesome aqua zips if
Yeah.
you're in a hurry to get where you're going.
So, what inspired you guys to introduce this kind of ocean gameplay this time?
Did
well, we've
OBS
taken The Sims
change?
to a lot of
Well,
different
I've
worlds
switched
and a lot of different
around
places,
the.
but we hadn't yet really played with the idea
Switched
of where
around
the
the
land and the
overlays a
water
bit
meet
from
and
my
really bring
previous,
you into an ocean environment, which seems
previous
like a great
Sims,
addition.
just so it suits
I mean, you know, when I think
the.
of tropical islands, I'm thinking of, you know, like
suits the
palm
reaction
trees,
thing that I'm
ocean
doing.
waves, relaxing on the beach. So, like, tell me more about this world. What can I actually do in it?
Yeah, so the island of
Like, need
Sulani
boost
will have
again, alright.
all of those things and more. It really is the perfect place to unplug and enjoy this natural feel.
Well, maybe I can just
so
put-
you can explore all these
I can
little
just
alcoves.
turn
You
down
can live
the,
closer to the coast, or you can live
on the
higher,
PC
higher up
audio,
towards the hills.
so you can
or-
guys actually hear me.
So, no, wait. Is there? There's an active volcano here.
Absolutely,
Sorry,
yeah.
you were selling me the dream of living on an island.
Well-
Now I'm not sure I really want to go there.
So-
It is a real island.
Most islands are formed by volcanoes.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
so
don't
you
get
know.
nitpicky.
Yeah, so we had to put this active volcano in there. Now, you don't have to live next to it, but
Right.
the riskier Sims may choose to live nearby.
Oh yeah, and then
sometimes
Kel
it gets
surprise,
angry.
something
You got to watch out
terrible
for those
happens.
lava bombs.
Don't,
Um,
don't, no,
no.
don't,
do
what?
it. Like,
Don't.
oh, The Sims.
also
I
what-
don't. I don't know how
Also,
that was
what
gonna
tweak
go,
did
but
you
it's
use?
gonna
Someone
happen when
else
you
had
touch
this
something
problem.
Really, really
So
hot.
basically,
That's
just
so dangerous.
copied and
Little locale,
paste
slightly
the
dangerous.
previous
What other surprises are in store on this
set of
island?
overlays
I mean,
into a
I,
brand
for one, want to know if I can befriend any kind
brand
of
new scene on
animals there?
OBS
What
and
kind
just
of
switch
animals do we
things
befriend?
around.
Well,
Just
I mean, it
and
wouldn't be The Sims if we didn't let you make friends with some of the
basically
animals.
let
Exactly.
So
hide
in this
up all,
case, the one we're really excited about is the dolphin.
Yeah, yeah.
basically hide the
Our art team and
what's it
animators just blew away the expectation on
Any
this. The dolphin's
research
so much
trips
fun.
All the
like
subs, all the
Battlefield team just
follows.
going off to somewhere hot like
No,
oh,
you're gonna
let's
talk
go
to
to
them
an
about
island.
how
all
they
that
got
kind
to
of
do
stuff.
that.
Yeah, clearly
Just
we
focus
missed
it
the
on
angle on that
the
one, but-
thing
But
that
they're
I'm reacting
so
to,
cute,
right?
And you get to make like a really nice friend with them, and maybe they'll do
lowering the
tricks for
game
you
balance
or
is that,
squirt water in your
hopefully.
face, you know?
Absolutely. Well, and then we added a bunch of tropical fish to the water.
I
too.
turned
So
down the
we really
PC
wanted to get
audio
those
as well
coral
as
reefs
turned
around
it
the
down.
island to feel lush and full. So that meant more fish.
Lovely. I mean, I don't know.
What was
We don't
interesting
have
other
fish
than
like
this
that
game?
in
Well,
the
there
UK. I mean, we
was
might do, but the water's so murky. I've never
well,
seen
there
that.
was
Sure, they're down there.
Star
I mean, they
Wars.
must be. What do you put
Star
with
Wars
the chips?
Jedi Fallen
I'm
Order.
sure they'll come to
So
something.
at least they
That
taste
was a
delicious.
starter
You have
for
that going
this
for it.
presentation.
I mean, I think
Then
island
there
system is
was
so relaxing. Obviously, it's not really about
Apex
vacation,
Legends
so, you know, it's
with
about kind of
the
working there as well,
new
but like,
with the new
what's kind of like the feel and the vibe of the island going to be
the-
like?
the new
You know,
legend.
I think it's
I was
one
gonna
of those
say
things we talk a
operator
lot about in
because
the team is capturing what it would be like to really live on that island. It's not just a place you vacation, but we wanted this to be
With
a
the
place that's home for your
new
Sims.
Or you know, tricks to be
legend
played
that
on
is
you.
Watson.
Well, that happens
And
too.
then
Well,
next
so there's
was
lots to do on the
Battlefield
beach. You saw
5 in
suntanning,
their
sunburning,
intro
like
to
day
new
castles.
maps
The whole family
as
can go
well
out and play
as
together,
the
find
introduction
seashells,
to
or the mischievous Sims,
Chapter
you know, knock things
5,
down.
Well,
which
and
in which they
Aqua Zips.
introduced
I
the
wanna say it again.
Pacific
But they're
Front.
so good.
What
what are they called again?
Aquasims.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of looking forward to, but I just hope
to
that
look at, so you've got to
hope
take
that
time to
DICE
really explore
just
it all.
cleans up
so
all of
obviously
the
established
bad
that
blood
Slog
that they
is
have
like
with
a
the
great
community.
place for Sims to kind of
So
kick back and you know what? But what if my Sims, you know, they don't
I'm
want to
still
like. I
hyped
can't
for
personally
Gods
lard
and
a
Monsters
beetle with about 30 minutes
Cyberpunk
going
2077,
forward.
and the
What
other
if
was
they wanna
don't
get their hands
spoil it for
dirty?
me.
Well, I'm very excited about a new
Don't
thing that
spoil
we're
it for
going
me,
to see.
Mega
If
Man.
your
I'm
Sims
still
want a new
in the
career to
first
take care of this
presentation.
island, you can actually become a conservationist, and your job is going to be to keep this ecosystem looking beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was certainly one of the big goals was a way for your Sims to kind of care for their world and make it a better place.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, very relevant with everything that's going on today in the world and how everyone's kind of a lot more kind of aware. So was that kind of what inspired you guys to bring that in?
You know, I think there's a few things that really hit us. I mean, the first was just, it's something we all care about. A lot of us on the dev team worry about the environment and what's going on, but we talked about the idea
I didn't watch E3 much, just popped in some. All right.
Have a lot more impact. And so something new we've added here and we're really excited about is the island actually changes over time. So if you're taking care of it,
oh, right, okay.
It'll actually become
Maybe
more
if
lush.
you were
You'll see
following
more
my
greenery,
Twitter, you
brighter,
probably
beautiful
knew that I'm
flowers,
not
and
really
there's
fond of
Lindsay's favorite
spoilers.
part.
More butterflies. That's all she really cares about.
Over the
But
last
also,
week.
today happens to be World Oceans Day, which is amazing. That's
right.
exactly what we were talking about.
totally
Like, how do we
planned
take
for that.
care of these ecosystems? So obviously, Solani's really, really beautiful. You know, you can kind of go out there, but like, sometimes you want to make a little bit of cash. I mean, you know, like barbecue meat, I presume, is expensive. I don't know, but so how can we make some extra simoleons while we're there?
Like we said, we wanted to make this a place you live, which means you've got to have a way to earn some simoleons.
Yeah,
and
the gap year has to end sometime.
Yeah.
You have to go home and earn some money as much as we
So
have.
we added a couple like odd jobs and things that you could kind of work on the hours you wanted to, right? And so we've added the ability to make fishing more of a career, and then also the lifeguard, so you can get your tan while you're working.
If you want to spend more time in the water, you can be a dive instructor. There's a lot of different ways to just pick up a job when you want and earn a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So I suppose one of the important things as well is, as it's not a vacation, as you are actually kind of living on this island, obviously, you know, you have to kind of be aware and know what's kind of part of local culture, because you're not just there on holiday and you go in and go out, you're living there. So what kind of, you know, the side of the culture of the island can we actually see within?
Right, yeah, this is a place that you live, and the locals are super friendly, actually, and are going to come and help you out with all sorts of different things as you explore the island.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about this the other day, like, actually, like, all the neighbors are really, really helpful and help you.
You know, like if a fire happens to break out, your neighbor might bust in and help you put out that fire.
That's lovely. That's what
they're
good
so
neighbors
nice.
should do.
So, but they also have their own traditions, their own sort of activities that you might be able to join in. So you might stumble across a barbecue that they've started in town, or a little festival to sort of celebrate things going on. And you might even stumble into a kava party.
Sorry, what, a kava party? What's a kava party?
So a kava is a special island drink that your sim can learn how to make and share with their friends on the island. It's one of the many delicacies you'll learn kind of exploring life in Sulani.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things we talked about was we wanted to have this island have a little history to it, just some sense of feeling of some people have lived here a long time, and there are traditions that are unique to this place, the world of Sulani.
So how can we kind of learn more about the island's history, like when we're there? How do we do that? Aside from, you know, drinking kava.
Well, I mean, that might be one experience you should try, but on top of that, something else the team was really excited about adding is there are these elementals around the island that are kind of these spirits, these ancients who care a lot
And
about
as
Sulani,
usual,
and,
The Sims
you
is
know,
still
they wanna see
bonkers
their
as
world
hell.
taken care of, and when you do good things, they might be really happy and pleased, and if you're bad to the island, I don't think they
may not
will
approve.
appreciate it. Yeah. You know,
it's
so
like
just
sting in the tail.
yeah, well, and we added some new traits with this pack that we wanted to really let, if your Sims are super in touch with the land or that's important to you, you know, they can really get in touch with the water or the land and unlock some new behaviors.
Yeah. Okay. So from like what we've kind of seen in all the videos, it feels really inspired by like Polynesian culture. So how did you kind of go about kind of educating yourself to like bring that into the game?
Well, every time we make a world, we want to learn a lot about the influences that could go into that place, because it's not a particular real place, but it's inspired by real places. So short of flying there and researching it ourselves, we reached out.
Work that into it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, EA is a big global company, so we were able to reach out to a lot of our friends and coworkers across the company and say, hey, we're looking at exploring a place inspired by this culture.
Yeah.
And could you share with us some patterns or iconography or symbols or even items that mean something to this culture, so we can try and create them in a way that feels rich and feels authentic.
Well, questions just like, what was iconic to you, or what do you remember when you think back to living in that place?
Right, and some of our specific like decor items came exactly from those recommendations, which is really cool. It's these nice touches that I hope make it feel familiar while still feeling like a new Sims world.
Yeah.
So not to make light of all that, because I think that's fantastic, but I really feel like I've been quite patient up until this point, and you haven't really mentioned it yet. Mermaids! What on earth's going on? Come on, let's cut to the chase. Mermaids! Mermaids, tell us everything.
There are mermaids.
Yes, so mermaids are in the pack. And I know lots of players are going to be wondering, it is a very fully featured call. You can take them into cast, you can create and style your mermaid, lots of different tails. It's a lot of fun. But also, you know, the mermaids, they can do a little bit more. Obviously, they're very in touch with the ocean life. So, you know, I'd recommend your mermaid meet a dolphin. That might work out for you. But lastly, the mermaids have some pretty cool powers that you might want to discover.
Powers? Can we call
Yeah,
them that?
we could say mer powers.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what they are? There's still a bit of mystery
I
to
just
the
noticed
mermaid.
that you need to create a
They're
brand new
definitely worth
sim
exploring,
in order
so
to become a mermaid.
I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them. So, of course, I would just love to keep talking
Which
about
kind of-
mermaids, but
which I kind of have mixed
no
feelings
conversation about
about.
The Sims would be complete without a chat about, obviously, interior design. So, kind of what's new for the architects out there. New homes, new furniture. We saw some, I'm pretty sure we saw some houses on stilts as well over the water, right?
Yeah, so I think, you know, first and foremost, lounge chairs. We're going to go to island. We're going to live the beach life.
I don't want to sit upright if I'm relaxing. I'm sorry. No awkward sitting on the stage.
We had to bring the lounge chairs in, but then also a lot of that decor to really capture that Polynesian feel, right? And so we wanted to make sure there was that clutter that felt authentic and let it feel like this was home.
Yeah, and you can go for this more sort of local style cabana on the beach, or you can go for something a little more high end and modern. We really wanted you to feel like you could create the getaway of your dreams.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm so 100% sold on the houses over the water. I'm much more of a kind of modern sort of house.
Yeah, for sure. And you might have noticed too, she was able to jump right off of that deck out into the water, which is
The
great.
best.
Like your perfect little escape.
It's all good. I'm feeling the diving into the water vibe.
I
right
know,
now, let me tell you.
it's toasty.
I can't wait to check out, obviously, the new Island Living expansion pack. And now that I've got a feeling out that some of you, that you've got some more exciting additional information as well for us. So it's not just that. Have you got a bit more news to share?
We do have some more news. In fact, we're going to kick to somebody else for this announcement.
Okay.
So here's Joey Graceffa.
Ooh.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Joey Graceffa, and if you didn't know, I absolutely love The Sims, and I'm so excited to
Why am I not
announce
surprised,
a
bro?
partnership with one of my favorite games. So this summer, The Sims is actually partnering with the amazing It Gets Better project. As part of this partnership with It Gets Better, Sims is going to be releasing Pride items in all The Sims products in the next few months. There's going to be a variety of It Gets Better and Pride clothing in Sims Free Play, the Sims mobile app, and Sims 4. There's even a gender-neutral bathroom in Sims 4, along with a bunch of other items to show off your pride. Thanks so much for letting me share this news with everyone. Now go out and enjoy your EA Play.
Yeah. That's so cool to see. That's really, really
Why
cool
do I get
to
the
see.
feeling there's
thanks
going
so
to be a
much
lot of
to Joey for sharing
triggering
that.
in the next
what a great partnership as well to be
couple
announcing,
months.
of course, because it's it's Pride Month, it's Pride Week here in Los Angeles. How are you guys
Because I do
going
know
about kind
from
of
what I've
supporting
seen that
great
Sims
cause?
franchise
The
is
Sims
also
has always
famous
been
for
a game
its
about being inclusive and the self-expression
for
of creating
its,
yourself and people you know and telling your own story. So
it's
this is
rather
a wonderful
crazy-
opportunity to bring new content in the game.
crazy
to
development
celebrate that.
choices. So.
Definitely, and I think also
Well, not really
people
crazy
don't
development
realise
choices,
how
but what
important it
peop-
is sometimes, when you're kind of
what
growing up and
people
you're figuring
do
out who you
to
are,
the-
you're discovering what kind of person
Who?
you are and discovering about your sexuality and being able to kind of
In The
sort of
Sims,
role play
so.
within games is a really, really safe place to do that. So, you guys have been doing it pretty much from the start, way before everyone else. So it's really great. I mean, isn't that great to see?
You can
So,
blame
so
the
great,
patch
yeah.
notes video for that.
Well, it's something we're very proud of, and having been with the game a long time, it's something that keeps making me excited about being able to do more.
Yeah, I love when we get to do stuff like that. It makes what we do feel so much more powerful and meaningful. And, I always beam getting to tell people that I work on this game and that we do
Definitely.
such amazing stuff. And also when we get to hear from our community about the experiences they've had or how the game helped them get through a tough time in their life or realize something about themselves. It's just, that stuff really keeps us going as
People
developers.
forget how powerful gaming is and how much it can really kind of affect and change you as a person and show you stuff. It's amazing. So when can we get our hands on it?
Yeah, so Joey mentioned briefly, but starting June 18th, the Pride content will come to The Sims 4, and then it will start rolling out over The Sims Mobile and The Sims Free Play a little bit later.
That's right.
So keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's great, but I mean, I think you've actually got, this is such a ridiculous, and it's back to back, right? What else? You've got something else that you want to announce in the summer. What's going on?
We actually had, I think, 2 more things we wanted to talk about.
Two more things.
Two more things.
I'm gonna let Lindsay talk about this.
All
next.
right, so first of all, earlier this year, we announced our partnership with Moschino by releasing a real-world capsule collection of looks inspired by The Sims. I see some of them, and I'm very excited. And we had a hoodie that was actually put into all of our Sims games. So later this summer, we're going to be bringing that fashion and more to the Sims 4 Moschino Stuff Pack.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not only are we going to be looking pretty special, but what if we want to kind of go and strut our stuff somewhere else and like really show off the outfits that we've got?
Well, so I think one of the things that I'm most excited about in this stuff pack is for the first time, we're actually going to add a career as part of a stuff pack.
Okay.
And so we've decided the perfect career for this pack is a part-time job as a freelance fashion photographer, so you can capture all those amazing looks
Yeah,
your Sims can now rock.
That's so me.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
That's
Looks really good. I'm excited.
Wow, well, we've covered so much so far. A new expansion, a new partnership, a new stuff pack, but we're not done yet, folks.
Oh, no.
No, we're not.
Michael and Lindsay brought one more big surprise for all of you guys.
Well,
so take it away.
Yes, I know you're all hoping, so we thought maybe we could tell you which game pack we had in mind.
Ooh, I don't know. I think maybe we could conjure up something.
All right, Mike, I'll let you spell it out for them.
The next game pack for The Sims 4 is Realm of Magic.
That's amazing. I mean, when are we going to be getting more info on this? I mean, aside from the fact that you just told us just now, and like you only just told us, when are we getting more info on this?
Yes, so we will tell you more about the game pack later this year, so you'll have to wait a little more.
But it is coming this fall.
It is coming this fall.
Yes. Wow. I can't wait. These guys clearly can't wait. So,
We've
Lindsay
had
and
a
Mike.
couple community members asking for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah?
It's
We're
a
very
popular
excited. Who
request.
doesn't love a little bit of magic?
Yes, it's true.
So big thank
It's
you
just
to
me or
Lindsay
have
and
they
Michael,
done
and
magic
thank you so much
before
for
in
showing
the
us
Sims
what's next in The Sims
franchise?
4. So let's just quickly recap this because there's a few things to get through and it's hot and you might have forgotten. So
Can't remember.
the
I think
Island
they
Living
do.
reveal trailer is live now. The expansion is playable here at EA Play and you can
Regards
play it at
to, like-
home soon. The It Gets Better Pride content starts rolling out, and in a few weeks,
I think they
sorry, in a
have
few
with
weeks, and
the
the Mosquito stuff
Sims
pack comes out
2, I
later
think,
this
when they
summer.
did the
So
fantasy
don't forget to check
pack,
out
I
all the
think.
Sims social channels. For
I don't know,
even
I'm
more
kind of
info
fuzzy
and
regard.
launch dates. So that's it for The Sims. It's been an exciting day here with so much news. I can't wait to join the Fan Fest and get my hands on the Island Living expansion pack. So from all of us here, goodbye. We'll see you later.
Alright, I think that's pretty much everything.
Thank you all for watching EA Play 2019. We hope you enjoyed all these exciting reveals. Skate 4, I'm sorry, we just ran out of time. I'm Greg Miller.
God damn.
And I'd say I had a lot of
God
fun hosting
damn
the
you,
show, but that, of
man.
course, would have been a lie. This has been the worst. I've been yards from all these great games. Haven't been able to go play any of them. Now's my time. If you're in Los Angeles, come out and see everything we've got for you in person. If you're not in Los Angeles or you're just lazy, like me, don't worry, because these games will be in your hand before you know it. This has been EA Play 2019. I'm done. I can go play now? All right, great.
Oh my god, that guy with the anime
Where's my Sherpa?
pillow.
Where's Snowbike Mike?
And the
Snowbike
body
Mike,
pillow,
come on. What are we
Jesus.
gonna see? What do we gotta see? What do we gotta see? Yeah? Okay.
Alrighty, and with that. Okay, so I guess that is the EA Play presentation, not really press conference. Overall impressions, kind of a mixed bag. One thing I'm looking forward to, Jedi Fallen Order. Kind of impressed with the dedication that Respawn has for Apex Legends. Battlefield 5, I kind of have fingers crossed about. What's about? In regards to further the post development further down the line, really like the dedication for reintroducing the Pacific Front in Battlefield 5. That's a plus. FIFA 20, I didn't really bother to check what they've got in store, other than the fact that they just put in what I think was Volta Football, which is essentially FIFA Street in in the form of a game mode for FIFA 20, which I'm kind of confused why they did that. I mean, they could have just released that as a standalone game, and I'll be more than happy to buy that. Well, buy it and play the living hell out of it. But also, but other than that, not really interested to what FIFA 20 has in store, other than the fact that they most likely have looked into some nuanced features that are probably going to become irrelevant by the time the next FIFA iteration comes around. So yeah, not really much when it comes to based on what I have heard, not what I've seen, what I've heard about FIFA 20. And yeah, not really interested in Madden NFL 20 either, because I'm not really a Madden fan. And haven't really played Madden in my life ever, and haven't really been won over with whatever Madden gameplay that I've come across on the internet in the last couple of years. But Sims 4 kind of ambitious, actually. Like as I do give them massive kudos for that. In regards to the latest expansion, Island Living, their initiatives that they're having in regards to accommodating their franchise to as many games as possible. Yeah, pretty much all aboard for that. Just want to again, I haven't really been a fan of the Sims franchise. Not really my type of game, but that's just me. I'm sure a lot of people enjoy the game just as much as I do. Just that it's just not really my thing, you know. And yeah, overall, basically sum it up. The EA E3 Play presentation, EA E3 2019 EA Play presentation is a bit. It's kind of a mixed bag. Like there's like a good game, it's a really good dedication out of Respawn. This one, as well as not really Maxis, but Max is long gone now. I think the Sims division of EA, not really EA as a whole, but the Sims division of EA. Cringefest continues. Yes, it will. It will. Don't you worry. I can only imagine the interviews with the higher ups saying that that loot boxes and microtransactions will continue to be the evolution of modern video game, which I think is complete BS right now. Yeah. I just hope that these developers that are under EA's eye, under EA's supervision, get their time to shine, to be honest. I mean, because EA's name has been dragged through the mud for long enough, and I just hope there's some change for the better in regards to allowing these developers to really flourish in the coming years. But we can't really know for sure out of this particular presentation for E3 2019, but we just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to wait and see. Anyways, that is my reaction, my first ever reaction to the E3 320. Here's my reaction for. Actually, let me rephrase that, because I haven't really done this before. So that has been my reaction to E3 2019's EA press conference, and also my very first ever reaction stream on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed, and because that is where we are going to have to call it a day. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Really appreciate your time as well as your support. Now, since we only covered one of many press conferences, and I know that after this there was the Microsoft press conference after this, so tomorrow I'm gonna be doing my live reaction on the Microsoft press conference to see how good it actually is. I must admit I fell victim to the fact that Keanu Reeves is in it. I haven't watched the presentation, I just saw a thumbnail saying that Keanu Reeves is in the Cyberpunk 2077. But there's still all the rest of the presentation I have to go through. So please look forward to that tomorrow. And yeah, as usual, time for the usual. As usual, for those of you who just tuned in, we'll be archiving this stream on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out the stream in its entirety, feel free to check it out over there if you wish. Also, if you like what I do and want to show your support, please leave a like in the stream, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give my Twitch a follow for more streams to come in case you haven't missed any. And also, if you want to keep up to date with all the other streams that I'll be doing in the next coming. Also, if you want to know what days and times I'm going to be going live, as well as what games you can catch me playing when I'm live, as well as if you want to hang out with me post-stream / off-stream, feel free to give my Twitter, Instagram a follow, and Instagram a follow, as well as join me in my personal Discord in order to hang, if you want to, as well as join my personal Discord, in which the links will be down in the description below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, my name is TheCGamer, and I'll see you guys next time.